Are you serious?
Yeah. It's a set of poems for women.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You were looking up.
It's a set of poems for women.
It's underneath everything. The
That's
whole
gonna collapse.
the whole
on you.
thing just falls.
No more masks.
This is Jenga. Oh, it is Jenga. Look at that.
Yep, that's exactly it. An anthology of poems by women. Sorry.
No more masks.
God, is it about how men are?
This volume
inferior?
That's the original signed
Matt,
edition.
how are you still dying?
Because I'm always gonna be
Because he
dead.
has bronchitis. He doesn't have a cold.
Does this happen every winter?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
Really?
just about.
It's terrible. How do you go on with life?
You should cry.
It goes away eventually.
But yeah, I can't believe that game. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Pooping?
You do not want to.
Pooping is okay.
No, but it just looks
But
horrible.
Everybody poops.
Why is there still a game that is,
What are you
that is
talking
just
about? Women
copying
don't poop.
Mario? It's like,
They
what do you do in the game? You jump. Okay, well then
Women
what
do
else
not
do? You
take
kill
shits.
enemies by jumping.
They
on them.
digest their food and glow.
Okay, stop reading the book.
No, that's me just saying that. I want to read this book.
Why? It's poems.
So
Want to read poems?
yeah, it's about where is it?
Hyper masculine people read poems, and you're not.
Issues about
hyper-masculine.
private and public, such as war, poverty, racism, sexuality, childbirth, and abortions.
Wow, that is just a pick me up book, isn't it?
And on that note, let's start it off.
How did you do?
I'm Adam like usual.
Way to ruin it, Sean.
That was Sean.
Oh,
We got Brandon and Matt as well.
They can see your hand movements pointing.
I always point, but you can't see.
I point all the time too.
you guys are fucking ignorant to the truth. That's why you can't see anything. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
no
what
more
Adam was
masks.
going with.
Sean's extremely agitated this night for some reason.
He's on
Maybe
a
because he bought Assassin's Creed 4.
No, he's on his second. He's on his second beer already.
I'm a sellout.
He's
Yeah,
a sellout.
probably
He hasn't started
is.
playing it though. He's
I will
probably
never play it.
yeah.
He'll just
Although
sit
I've
there.
been secretly playing.
He'll just sit there and stare at it menacingly.
Yeah.
We're
He's
forever
afraid.
regretting.
I'm going to.
I think you're afraid either way. It's either going to be shit and you don't want to
It's
play it
not
ever
gonna be shit.
again, or it's going to be really
It's gonna be
good and
amazing.
then it's going to restore your faith in the franchise,
It's
and
not-
then you're going to be angry at yourself.
No, it's going to be neither. It's going to be very good. It's actually supposed to be the best Assassin's
Because it
Creed.
takes the best of all of them, which I doubt.
No, that's a lie because there's nothing good about the Assassin's Creed series.
Yeah,
Literally
yeah,
nothing.
the boats.
So much
It
hate.
took the boats.
That was based on, what's it called? Prince of Persia?
Sid
It's-
Meier's. Oh yeah, it was.
It's the only game franchise I know that progressively got worse as it went on.
No, the second one was much
Yeah.
better than the first.
Oh yeah, the first
Yeah.
one sucked.
It was okay. No,
The
I
first
like the
one was
first
shit.
one, but
yeah,
then
but
they
how
took
could you think that the first one is better than the second one?
not better, but it's like they left it at the same level. Almost.
Yeah, they did.
And then after that, they just slowly started going downhill.
That's because it's been annualized.
Yeah.
It's been Call of Duty.
It's
Yeah.
been called.
It's
Call of
been,
Duty.
It's been Guitar Heroes.
I blame the fact.
But it isn't.
Yeah, but see, Guitar Hero is no longer around.
Yeah, no, but it isn't it annualized. But different studios are working on it, so technically they have 2
Really?
years.
I
to
think
develop.
no, the
In
third
Montreal
one.
only.
No,
No.
they alternate. So
In
then-
Montreal and Toronto?
Did you see the third one's
I-
credits? It took like 2 hours to finish because of all the people they had from all the different
No,
studios.
but I could have sworn Assassin's Creed was Montreal
The
only.
creative directors are probably still working here, but from what I understand, this is a different team. They had worked on Far Cry, I think.
I think
Oh.
they first
Far
and
Cry still
second.
made in Montreal.
Exactly, but I'm saying like they are different teams. They
Oh,
might be
they're
in the same
different
office.
teams.
but
They're
different
all-
teams.
they're all made-
It's like Team A and Team B
Yeah.
in the same office.
So
No, but
the
I-
good team that made every other game in existence except for Assassin's Creed 3, and then the team that should all die. And they should die in some sort of a
Sure.
weird pit where they.
A bottomless pit where they could just
Yes,
starve to
thank
death
you.
because
Because
they
that
never
was
hit
the
ground.
worst game that I've ever played in my life.
Wait, 3?
Assassin's Creed 3.
Like, I'm
That
pretty
I-
sure there's worse games. Remember that Vampire Hunter D game I have for PS1?
Do you remember Assassin's Creed 3 that
Just-
you haven't played?
I've never played it.
Yeah,
Kind
go
of-
play that game. You'll see
Don't-
what I'm
don't
talking
play
about.
Just off tangent here, I was actually looking at my copy of Sean's Assassin's Creed 3,
that he sold you.
and
Under
and-
false pretenses.
and then
It's so good.
I'm
It's so
very
good,
anal.
Brandon.
I'm very anal about the cases of my cover of my games. They're like pristine condition. Sean's game, like the case is cracked from the back. But it looks
It's
it
probably
looks,
because Sean got so pissed he
Hey,
just
no,
started
no,
beating
no,
on it.
even
Threw it
worse.
somewhere.
it looks like a minor crack on the back, but you open it up and it's a huge crack like going across the whole disc,
Yeah, I did
the whole,
that.
Sean, the whole game.
You broke it.
Here, Brandon.
He
It was
just
like the whole
gestured,
plastic
ripping it.
from like one corner to the other is like cracked.
He literally used
Like-
his Russian strength, crushed it into a ball,
Yeah.
then unfolded it and gave it back to you.
It's
great.
weird how there's a stereotype that Russian people are super strong, but we're just really sad and contemplative.
No, they are very.
Because you lost
They are
the
generally.
space
I'm
war.
pretty
something,
sure-
right?
I'm pretty sure it all just goes down to Zangief.
No, it's because they lost the Space Wars.
The Space
The
Wars.
Space Wars.
They didn't land on the moon first.
Isn't Liam Neeson Russian?
No.
He
What?
should
No,
be.
he's American.
He's, I think, Irish.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's Irish.
Oh yeah.
Does he look? Actually,
Liam
that is what Russian
He
Neeson.
is.
always plays Russian people.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, because
I've seen him in like 4 movies or 5 movies that he's Russian.
Ra's al
There's a-
Ghul.
it's the whole. It's
So
it's like people like you that excuses American film
like
from
Romanian.
introducing people who don't have any
Exactly.
accents is for playing people with accents. Hire people who are from the UK. Hello, everyone. I am English. No, you're not. That is a fake accent. Hire someone who's English to play an English person.
It's
in
so
the role.
true though,
It
because
is-
like we won't notice.
No.
But, like an English person, we'd be like,
Yeah.
"What the hell?"
This is by far the most racist movie I've ever seen in my life. And you're like, well, you should probably never watch anything else that American people have produced because that's
And that's
worse.
why
What the
English
Fox
people
say.
make good TV.
What does the fox say?
Those are Norwegians, but they're just as
That
cool.
song
I
is
guess.
so dumb.
No, it's the best song ever.
It's the horrible song.
Did you know that the lady, the Chinese food girl, she made a new song called A B C D E F G.
Are you serious?
Who made that song?
Okay, do you remember Rebecca Black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well the same guy that's that
Nobody
weird
remembers Black.
stupid black guy, the like pedo guy, he made a song with another girl, and it was basically about Chinese food, and it made Rebecca Black's songs sound like
Amazing.
classics.
Mhm.
Like it made it sound amazing. That's how bad it was. And then there's a second song that came out just recently called A B C D E F G,
Wow.
and it's basically about the alphabet, I guess.
Is it? Wow, that's
I don't know. I was skipping through
curveball
it.
on that one.
That's as far as she can go, though.
I was
Exactly.
reading
There's
actually.
no H's.
I was reading an ebook today. Apparently, Rebecca Black's song gets the most traffic on Fridays consistently.
It's
People on
amazing.
Friday are, for whatever reason, attracted to the song called Friday on Fridays.
But
Yeah,
probably
you
not.
got
They
to-
probably just Google Friday and it
So,
automatically
Rebecca,
goes to
if I can take this one step further, Rebecca Black, rather than being the worst person to ever exist for creating...
I thought that was the Assassin's Creed 3 team.
Well, they're in the same pit right
On
now.
the same pit.
They probably went to her for consulting.
She is actually the smartest. She's Socrates. She created a mirror to reflect society's imbecility. That they're so stupid that they only look at this song or they look at it on it predominantly on Fridays because they're idiots. They don't know what Fridays mean. They don't know that the weekend is exciting. They have to remind themselves through watching.
Yeah,
this song.
seriously, Sean woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
No, it's
In that song, she explains that like tomorrow is Saturday and then Sunday comes after. She'll explain the whole timeline of the week.
Well, technically,
Like, people
Sunday
have
is
to learn.
first, then Saturday is just...
No, she'll be like,
her song is fact. You can't
Exactly.
deny
back.
the
Rebecca
truth.
Black.
It's a truism. She recreated reality in singing that song.
it's just like the Chinese food. It's like,
Yeah.
I can relate with this because I also enjoy
Chinese.
Oriental,
The taste.
Far East cuisine.
There you go.
The taste of the Far East.
That's
Chow
a euphemism.
Yeah.
Fried
for
rice.
Condolingus.
Yeah. Thank you. Adam's the only one who knows that word.
That word.
But see,
it's
can you-
called Californication. Talking about that word.
Condolingus rice.
Condolingus.
Cunnilingus. Can you
Anyways.
guys prove that Friday, right, did not exist, or sorry, that it did exist before she sang that song? I don't think you can.
No.
It's impossible to prove. She literally created reality when she said
Well,
that Friday exists.
calendars.
Prove it to me. The calendars were created the day afterwards to capitalize on the
But
fact
the-
that she creates that
Yeah.
It
song.
was all marketing hype.
Yeah.
Clearly.
What do we call that? Those were just days that didn't have names. And she's like
Exactly.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right, let's try and move off this. What's everyone been playing this week?
That just
Rebecca
skips
Black.
right over everything.
Rebecca Black.
I've been playing her all night. What are you talking about?
Yeah. John, start off with you, Mr. Angry Pants.
I'm still playing GTA 5, but I'm
Yeah.
almost done it, and I think that it's hit this really, really nice stride. For the last 3 or 4 missions that I've played in a row have been very good. And I think that it's going to end on a nice note, because a lot of the characters have these arcs that have been ending. A lot of the peripheral characters have these ending arcs. A lot of the more central characters sort of seem like they're having ending arcs, so it's nice that the game is ending, because it's quite a long game. I think it's taken me 30 hours, of which 90% of that has been committed to the story, so it's been quite a substantial experience.
Then
Oh,
again,
you really haven't done anything else?
it does take you a while to play some games.
That's true. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe 80, 70% of it, because I have done a lot of stuff. I actually spent a lot of time dressing the characters, which I've enjoyed doing.
Yeah, the
I
problem
like
is
making them
every
naked.
single time. No, but every single time you switch characters, they're always in something different.
Yeah.
It's like you spend so much time on Trevor just to switch back to him, and he's naked all the time.
Because Trevor's
that happened
awesome.
to me once.
That happened to you once.
Just recently.
Every single time I go to Trevor, he's always like half naked, drunk, passed out.
That's Trevor.
Or that one time where I was on the beach and he was just
Staring at the
naked,
hot girl.
staring at people on the beach.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they were just lying down sunbathing, and he's just over them,
that's amazing.
looking at them in his underwear.
I had woken up recently with him in his underwear, and there were like 3 or 4 people dead on the beach, and he's just like, "Oh, the day after yesterday," or something stupid like that. I don't know
That's
if I can
funny.
like him. I actually think I only really like Franklin because
He's black.
he's not developed enough for me to hate. Michael's actually the depths of what I don't want to become. He's compromised everything in his life. He's made so many sacrifices for everyone. And even worse, everything has to do with him. He is the most self-absorbed prick in the universe. There's nothing likable about this
But
character.
didn't he not want his daughter to be in a porn?
Okay, that's good. That's one redeeming quality.
So wasn't he saving his son when he was on the boat?
He's trying to be a good father. That's the only thing. He's
That's-
trying. He attempts stuff. That's the best quality he has. He tries.
I guess. Trevor is like, you sort of respect him for being so honest, but then you don't respect him because he actually just kills everyone. He killed...
It's GTA.
No, but like you genuine. Okay, fine, GTA. It's supposed to be comical, but it's not even comical. It's nihilistic. They actually don't believe in anything. They're openly making fun of absolutely every aspect of society.
That's what GTA is.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Oh yeah,
That's
I didn't
why
know it
always
goes that
like-
far. But you play the game, and afterwards, you just if you think about it, you think about how everything is fucked up. Period.
That's
Well,
But it doesn't create like a satirical. Oh, this is funny. It creates this like weird hollow emptiness where your beliefs don't mean anything because they've actually been.
Well, it makes you think at least.
How'd you feel
I
after
always think.
the torture scene?
That was not bad compared
No?
to some of the
Were
other
you
shit
like,
that
this
happened.
guy's Assassin's Creed 3, and I'm gonna have fun with him.
First of all, I knew it happened. I think Adam told me 7 times that it was happening. So the shock value was not there at all.
Once. It was one podcast.
The fact
we
that
brought
I
it up.
knew, the fact that I knew that it was going to happen.
The torture scene.
Yeah.
But you didn't know what you were gonna do.
It wasn't that. Yeah, it was
Did you try everything?
everything.
Yes.
That's what I did.
At least once.
It's a good game. I actually think GTA 5, after thinking about it, is going to win Game of the Year
You're
in
gonna
my
have fun
heart.
multiplayer though.
Sorry,
You're gonna have fun multiplayer.
I'm going to try the multiplayer.
You're gonna die instantly, and everyone's just gonna steal your stuff.
That's like real life.
I
mean,
lent
what's
mine to
different?
Alex, so I can't try it.
You're not even going to play the PlayStation 3 after next week.
No.
He's gonna break it.
No. Because I still needed to like run
play
shit off my
music.
hard drive.
He needs to be able to play music.
Not music. The videos.
So before we jump on to another person,
You
I
want
think
to
you've
jump
been
onto a
playing some
person?
GTA 5
I just popped it in today
for the first time.
Again.
in
no.
a while.
Okay.
How far are you?
I'm stuck on. I just started a mission with Solomon.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he's not that. He's about
He's like halfway.
75% through the game.
Well, yeah, he's more than halfway.
75%. Game of the year. Do you think that is? It is a contender objectively. Do you think
For
that
sure.
would win in your heart? Game of the year.
It's probably going to be close between Bioshock, The Last of Us, and GTA.
Well, obviously, it's close enough for everyone. But I'm saying that now that I'm playing GTA 5, it is just so polished on so many levels. The car mechanics in that are so good that I actually love driving in that game.
To be honest, I don't think The Last of Us would win Game of the Year.
No.
Maybe PlayStation Game of the Year, but
Probably.
not overall Game of the Year, just because it's an exclusive game. Bioshock and GTA hit more people, I would say. But yeah, it would probably go to GTA just because it's so much more wide appealing than Bioshock is. Even though like Bioshock has made so many strides over the years.
But it's made strides from being a dismal shooter in Bioshock to
It was
being,
awesome.
The
Oh
first
my
one was
God.
very good.
No, it was a
Like,
good
as a
game.
shooter?
I love
Yeah,
the
it was a
first
good
one.
game, but a
Yeah,
bad shooter.
again, let me qualify. As a shooting game, it was
Yeah, I thought it was
horrible.
pretty good.
But
Are
you've
you
played other
kidding me?
games before,
Yeah.
right? Where you have to
Are
shoot.
you-
I played
things.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and Counter-Strike, which
It's
was
a
made 10
shooter.
years ago, was a better game than Bioshock.
As a shooter.
Better
Yeah.
shooter than Bioshock.
But I saw it fun as a shooter.
Yeah, because there was it's like Metro 2033. I watched you play
you
that
did watch
before.
me.
The shooting elements in that are horrible, but the
Yeah, you
atmosphere
saw it.
in
They were
that is
pretty bad.
amazing. It's
Side,
gripping.
yeah.
Well, look, I aimed a bit to the right of a guy, and I shot him and killed him because he was to the left.
Because
Okay.
underground in Russia, that makes sense.
The gravity
Bioshock
holds
Infinite
the arrow.
Is a mediocre shooter with decent atmosphere. So I mean, like for me, it's actually regressed. Bioshock 1 is the best of the trilogy or
Apparently
the
nobody liked
duology
2.
or whatever it is.
No,
Two
no,
isn't.
not many people
Don't
like
even
to.
consider two part of the.
I love 2 though.
Series.
Yeah, a lot of people who are, myself excluded, unfortunately, who have objectively sat down with a game and who have played them again, say that 2 is the best just because it's the less theatrical. The story is the most rooted in things that are interesting, apparently, from what I've read. Because the first one doesn't actually explore objectivism, even though it's supposed to. And
No,
Infinite
it
isn't,
explores the world.
Infinite's story has so many holes in it. If you actually sit down and think about it, it just feels
Really?
inconsequential.
I think I like Bioshock Infinite the most out of the first. Only played the first one and Bioshock
Yeah,
Infinite.
fair
I
enough.
never played the second one, but I think I prefer Bioshock Infinite compared to the first one.
Yeah, understandably. But Bioshock Infinite versus GTA 5. I mean, even though I'm experiencing the recency effect, and I'm playing GTA 5, and I've played Bioshock Infinite. Infinite was exciting, don't get me wrong. The fact that I actually was genuinely wanting to play this game is rare. But after you play the first 30% of it, I just feel that it loses a lot of what was good about it, and that is the combat. The combat itself feels hollow. The enemies feel passive. There's not enough dynamic sort of set pieces that set it apart. Whereas GTA 5...
It's because you didn't use enough of the powers together.
But why should I be forced to create
It's not
dynamism in...
No, but yeah, I know I understand what Sean's saying, but yeah, no, I agree with you. I think GTA would probably beat Infinite. Not sure why.
Because
Infinite's good, but I think
as someone quoted when I saw online, all the people that play the GTA series are usually the people that play the Call of Duty series.
But I
Yeah, but
don't
that's
like
not-
Call of
No,
Duty.
no, but there's a lot. The
No, but
majority of
Matt,
people, they don't play other video games. I'm just saying in general. So
In
that's
like
one of the
a
reasons
month.
why
Oh.
it might win.
They'll play-
in like a month, 30 million people have played GTA 5.
I don't know.
But let me put this into context.
That's
Because
a lot
because
more.
it-
That's a lot more than
But
people
that's
that play
it's
Call of
because
Duty.
it's not just video game. It's like Call of Duty. They say that it's not gamers that play it.
Yeah.
Same thing with GTA. It's not just gamers. Like I have friends
That just play GTA.
GTA and sports like soccer games or
Yeah.
hockey. That's it.
Yeah.
They don't play video games. They play.
But let me...
They didn't even play the old GTA's.
No.
They didn't play any old GTA. They just went straight to 5 because it was a big thing.
But let me put this into context. AC/DC, Bob Dylan, these are icons, right, to some extent. Their popularity they've earned that popularity. I'm not saying that Call of Duty has earned its popularity. I would be the first person to say that it's a series that should not exist. Although that's kind of naive of me to say something like that. But GTA 5, in my personal and professional and gaming opinion, someone who plays a lot of video games, thinks that this will never be replicated until the next GTA game. There's just so much attention to the point where you're doing a mission, doesn't matter what the mission is, and you look over to your right, and there's a mom or a dad and his son on a sea-doo passing underneath you in a canal. Or you're driving to a mission, and there's 2 people camping. Or you're driving somewhere else, and there's people sightseeing. This is never going to be replicated again in any other video game.
What's it called? The Dead Rising.
Really, you're going to
Everything's dead.
Yeah.
You're
No,
not
but
going to have that sort of experience
No,
when
but
you're
it's gonna
walking
be an
around.
open world. You're gonna be walking around. You're gonna see the environment. It's probably gonna be the same
Let
way.
me qualify this more for people who aren't familiar with my particular interests. I really like RPGs, JRPGs, because you actually feel like you're playing what I consider an experience that transcends playing a video game. A video game in my mind is playing something like Mega Man, where it's a game. On a mechanical level, you understand it's a game, you're playing it within the confines of a video game. Playing on RPG, you feel like you're playing something else. Like when I played Persona 4 last year, you forget that you're doing anything else in your life. Everything. You're just playing that experience. It feels very transcendental. GTA 5 is the only non-RPG that I can remember in recent memory that has replicated that feeling outside of an RPG.
Do you think Infinite also transcends?
No.
Have you tried Sleeping Dogs?
I like Sleeping Dogs, but it doesn't feel organic like GTA. People are just like, random guy A walking around, random guy B walking around. It doesn't feel real. What did you mention? Infinite. It's scripted. You walk, and like the same 4 or 5 people are saying the same things to you. It doesn't feel like you're...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the
Well, you haven't
atmosphere
played
is good.
Assassin's Creed 4 yet.
I feel like Infinite is that kind of like, if I were to put it into movie terms, it's like a mindfuck
Yeah.
movie in the end. I would think of 7, maybe Fight Club. I don't know. Fight Club would be
Memento.
yeah. Whereas I guess GTA would remind me of a Quentin Tarantino movie for some reason. I might be wrong. I might be
Yeah, there's
completely
elements. That's a perfect analogy. I think that Bioshock Infinite is the Christopher Nolan film. It plays to the fact that it does what it does in a very specific scope very competently. It does almost like the Inception, kind of like spending the entire game explaining its mechanics to you, and at the very end, you're like, whoa, I can replay this game again genuinely because of whatever mechanics. Whereas GTA 5 is like a Martin Scorsese or like a Quentin Tarantino, where it's sort of like this larger-than-life directors who have a very, very
peculiar way of doing things.
peculiar, but also very professional
You know,
way.
like J.J. Abrams?
No, not like J.J.
With,
J.J. Abrams is
with Avatar?
I think
That's-
J.J. Abrams would be more like
James Cameron. You mean?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Cameron and like Michael Bay are like the Call of Duties. They're
Yeah.
like they
They-
grab you on like the visual and the constantly you thinking, not even thinking, just appreciating
stimulation.
the stimulation. Whereas the Scorsese or like the Quentin Tarantino, these are people who love film, and you cry because of how genuinely they appreciate the medium. That is GTA 5,
So you think that's gonna win for sure?
personally.
Okay.
And I loved The Last of
It
Us.
just hits on a better level. I
Yeah.
think GTA hits on a better level than Infinite does.
But The Last of Us is a spectacular game. I would have given it to that. But now that I'm playing GTA 5, it just feels too good. Too good. It's been a good year for video games.
The thing is that I don't think people appreciate GTA for what it is.
What is it to you?
It's pretty much this world in which you experience three people. It's just a social commentary
Yeah.
on what is American life, or I guess North American life, and how just fucked up it is in essence.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
And you just feel bad for everyone.
you do. You actually, it is actually more intelligent than I give itself credit, to the point where, like I had said, it's very nihilistic. It doesn't believe in anything. There's no actual objective to the game. It's just to point a finger at anything that you do that you think you're larger than other people or better than other people, because you're not. You're just part of this hodgepodge of people who are vain but selfless and conflicted but directed. It's very contradictory. It's beautiful in its own way. So.
Matt, what were you playing this week?
Borderlands 2.
You were playing Borderlands 2 again because
Well,
they
catch up.
the new expand the new
Well, I played the
expansion,
new
right?
character.
How's
Oh,
the
yeah?
character.
It's a psycho.
Did they have 2 new characters at this point now?
Yes, the Necromancer, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, any good?
I never played it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't bother buying it.
Why?
No point. It seemed
It
cheap.
didn't come with it didn't come with the season pass.
No.
It's so
The
stupid.
characters don't do that.
No, yeah, so it's a psycho. So if you play the Borderlands series already, the psycho is one of the generic bad guys you end up fighting.
Yeah.
So you actually got to play as one now.
Really, that's
Yeah.
so weird.
So his tree, his branches for his abilities.
Mhm.
One, he turns into a badass psycho. Another, he's a suicide psycho. So he actually sets himself on fire, holds a grenade, and he can blow up and kill things.
But
So
he kills himself.
brings him back right away. That's the bonus
But
of
with
it.
the chain, not with like the cloning thing, the cloning station.
No,
or whatever.
no, because you could have the last stand then, or whatever it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he kills himself last stands and then comes back.
Well, I'd say it's one of his abilities. He blows himself up, and as long as he kills somebody, he doesn't die.
Oh,
But he can set himself on fire, so he's literally running around
on fire.
on fire, and it's not getting really damaged too much. And
Interesting.
the other one's just a basic psycho, but it's like stronger.
Okay. And they increased the level cap again, no?
Yeah, by an extra 10, so it's like 70 now. They added another difficulty.
Yeah.
It's like true Vault Hunter mode or something, or whatever.
Okay,
It's
did
that
you
one.
beat the True Vault Hunter?
No, I
No?
didn't bother.
You didn't even bother. Why?
I'm gonna do it with the psycho.
Oh, okay.
I started in normal. Not gonna
Oh,
work my
you
way.
completely started a new character completely.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, I guess. But well, how far did you get with the other character?
Level 50. I reached the not the last level cap, the one before that. I'm only at 50,
Okay.
and then I just stopped after that.
Okay, well, new games, I guess.
Yeah, because I didn't. They just came out with the extra 10 levels and no new other stuff.
Yeah, okay. So other than Borderlands 2, you've been playing anything else, or
League of Legends.
League of Legends? Yeah. The season finally ended.
It did finally end,
Yeah.
but my score is still apparently going down. I got a
What?
warning for it the other day. I'm
Okay.
like my score's deteriorating because I haven't played for so
Oh,
long.
really?
Like the season's done and it's still bothering me with this. Bunch of jackasses.
That's funny.
I have all my stuff too, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to deteriorate anymore.
Why does it matter? It's just gonna stay wherever it is.
I mean, Borderlands 2 too as well. You got it's so much easier now because they introduced the Sephiroth or whatever it is guns. It's the pink rarity guns. They all have like a special ability to them.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
How easy? Yeah, they're easy to get.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I'm like constantly
Ah,
getting them.
shit.
Before they
Maybe
were
it's a
like,
bug.
no, I think that's just part of the game now. Like they were really
But
rare.
they just give off rare items constantly.
Well, they're not rare. They're just special ability, which usually is just it bounces.
Oh, okay.
That's what usually the special.
So it just makes everything really easy.
Yeah, no, but they're not very good either. I usually keep them every now and again, but I get rid of them pretty quick.
Okay.
But the game itself just feels really easy. I don't know. It might be because I'm on normal, but even then. But even the Psycho special ability, it's pretty horrible.
You didn't play on hard the first time when you played
No,
before?
normally you're supposed to start on normal because it
Yeah.
doesn't unlock until you
Yeah, okay.
go. But it's better that way because you start off at the level that everything else is at.
But
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, it plays more like an RPG than it does a shooter.
It does.
So there's no
Well, it's
difficulty
both.
per se.
No, it is difficult because the things will kill you in 2 or 3 shots.
Yeah, but the AI doesn't become any more challenging. It's just that
they're
when
always
they hit you-
challenging.
Oh.
Because
No,
they're always
because
just running.
there's so many enemies.
Yeah, there's just so many. They're constantly running at you.
What I'm saying is that once you get better equipment vis-a-vis an RPG, the actual gameplay itself becomes underwhelming because you become so strong.
Well, no, the only way to get the stronger weapons is by beating the levels to get to the boss,
I see.
and the boss drops the best weapons. But after you kill the boss, it just becomes a grinding match, which I didn't like. It's like a 0.1% chance of getting any good loot after the first beat,
Yeah.
which was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but if they made it so easy now to the point where they just
No, but
drop
you're not
all
getting the
kinds of
oranges.
weapons.
You're not getting the orange ones,
Okay.
which are the really good ones. You're getting the stupid pink ones that have special, quote-unquote, abilities.
that suck, but
Yeah,
they're
they do.
still
They're
good.
pretty terrible.
But you're still saying it makes it too easy.
Well, not just that. Just the game itself feels really
Okay.
easy in general.
Maybe it's just because you're repeating the entire thing.
Maybe.
Brandon, what have you been playing this week? Anything at all? You said you popped in GTA this week?
Just today
Just today?
before leaving.
Just so he could
Really?
say he
So
popped
for
it in.
3 minutes.
I shot this guy and then like
Then you left.
there was like a stealth mission. I shot this guy without a silencer,
Way
and it's
Way
like,
to-
oh, you've been spotted.
to
Mission
go.
failed. I'm like,
God, it's like fucking Splinter Cell.
And then like I played more Pokemons.
Pokemans.
Did you know I was on Facebook and I was writing Pokemon and it auto corrects it for you?
Pokemon.
What is it? Pokemon?
Pokemon.
No, it puts the fucking like Santague or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
See,
weird.
that's the Urexante Gu that belongs in Cache.
Cachet. Yeah.
Cachet.
Yeah,
Bastards.
seriously, we were mispronouncing Pokemon. It should be Pokemon now.
Pokemon.
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 You gotta say it fast.
Pokemon.
Yeah. So
Pokemon.
wait, how many more hours did you put into Pokemon?
Last week was about 30 ish.
Oh,
Really?
shit.
Last
Eight.
week.
So how many badges do you have?
No, I mean in total.
Okay,
I
I was going to say last week you put in 30 hours.
Yeah.
That's a full-time job.
No, he was
What
at
you
30
doing?
hours. No, because he played 18 the first 2
Yeah.
days and then 12.
Yeah, I was about 30 hours. I put in another 5.
What?
So
How
I
many,
am slacking.
how many badges do you have now?
I still have 6. I'm just grinding a shit ton of Pokemon right now.
Yeah.
Gotta catch
You're
them
gonna
all.
start trading them away. Like
No,
those
I just wanna
shitty
grind them.
worms.
I just wanna make the game extend the game as much as
But
possible.
why?
There's
Because-
a post game.
Sorry?
There's a post game.
Yeah. I've been told
Yeah, you gotta catch all 700 Pokemon.
exactly.
God.
No,
But
there's
really,
like a tower, a randomly generated tower, I think.
Oh, okay.
Does it randomly
I
generate in
wanna
the map?
have like level 70s
Yes.
or 80s or 90s by the Elite 4
The Elite 5, no?
or
No,
5.
they're limited for.
It's 4 plus the champion.
So,
The Champino, you mean?
Champino.
yeah, isn't it the Elite
He's
5?
Italian.
No,
this
it's the
time.
Elite 4. It actually is. In the first one, it was called the Elite 4 plus Gary.
Are you sure?
It's the
Garrett.
Elite 4
I
plus
thought it was
Gary.
Elite 5.
No.
No, it's Garrett.
Garrett.
Anyways, on to me, I guess.
You didn't finish.
He said he was
Ah,
playing Pokemon in GTA.
So rude.
What I've been doing is watching a lot of Bar Rescue.
Bar
And I
Rescue.
watched-
Yes, because it doesn't stop playing on Spike. Every time I turn it on there, all it is from morning to night is Bar Rescue.
It's so awesome. It's the same episode over
It is
and
the
over.
same episodes.
But like, there's one with like
God
Hurricane
damn.
Sandy, and then like the guys had to like rebuild the whole thing from scratch. I know, off tangent here. And I've watched approximately, I'd say, 50 episodes of Friends in 3 days.
What?
Jesus.
Yeah, I've only watched 10 today,
Only.
but like
Only.
yesterday
You could
and
have
the
been
day
playing
before-
GTA 5, Brandon.
Fuck that shit, man.
That's
I
technically,
Friends.
watch Friends.
that's technically what,
I've never watched
5
Friends in my life.
hours of Friends today?
Yeah. Well, no, each
10
episode is
episodes?
20 minutes, right?
Yeah, around 20
Times
minutes.
3.
She said
So
you
it's
watched
3
10.
hours.
You watch 3 in an hour.
3 hours, yeah. No, it's
3
200
hours and 20 minutes.
It's 230 minutes, which is the equivalent of about...
Why would you put it that way? Just say every half an hour is an episode.
No, every 20 minutes is an
Because-
episode. Every 3 is an hour. There's 10 episodes. That's 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was...
Roughly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, I've been watching a shit ton of that.
Lots of Friends.
Yeah, because I've never watched it ever,
You should have.
and
Did you watch Seinfeld?
No.
You should watch that
Yeah,
one too.
that's-
The only reason I don't watch it is because it's not in HD,
Oh,
Yeah, he started watching Friends
Is
because it's in HD.
and that's the
You can
yeah.
see her tits in one of the episodes.
If it's not in HD, that doesn't
Doesn't concern him.
yeah. That's,
Doesn't
that's-
appeal
It's
to
a
his.
1080.
It's not relevant.
Doesn't appeal
It's not
to
1080.
him.
Forget it.
Have you tried playing a PS2 game
I have.
on like an HD TV?
I have. It looks like
It
shit.
looks so bad
Using
that
an
I
emulator.
would rather
it looks
buy an
gorgeous.
HD remix.
Fuck
I'd
that.
rather buy an HD collection
Yeah.
and throw
I tried-
away my PS2 game.
I tried playing the original Thief on my PC because I got it for Steam.
So
And it looks
ugly.
horrible.
It is
It is
horrid.
horrible.
Yeah.
I
sure.
couldn't stand playing it just because of that and the controllers. And Hitman.
It's like
And Hitman.
Hitman, he's not bald. He's a square.
He's a square
He's
head.
a square.
Hank Hill.
He's a box.
He's like a hexagon for a head.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
But it kind of like makes you want to buy an old tube TV.
No. They're
Yeah.
heavy as
Just to
fuck.
play old games.
They are heavy as fuck. I do
No,
not want
not.
to carry that around.
Why is it
They look
25
different. The games will look different on that.
Well, no, because you just won't notice.
The pixels.
Oh.
Because like I had a 20-inch TV. Like Kingdom Hearts looked amazing on that.
Just play on your phone.
You don't can't
Yeah.
play Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
on-
you open up your phone
Get
and
an
take the
emulator.
screen.
It
You
smooths
love it.
everything out, no?
Emulator is very good. My PS2 emulator makes everything look amazing.
You play your PS2 game on PC,
Yeah.
it'll upscale everything. So as if it's basically like a PC game. It takes your textures, and just upscales them
Yeah.
to 1080p, as if you were converting it for PS3.
Yeah.
The only thing is
Very
that
good.
if it was like a 16:9 or a 4:3 game, you can't convert it to 16:9 by default.
Well, it'll just stretch, but anyways.
That's
But the PS3 does that too. It'll just stretch it.
it usually adds more.
No, I'm not talking about HD remix. I'm talking about if you just put a
Oh yeah,
PS1 game or whatever inside, or if you have an old PS3 and you put a PS2 game, it'll just stretch it.
I played. I would think it was Gran Turismo 4. It's like one of the only 1080p games. Well, 1080i games.
Yeah.
On PS2.
Really? It was 1080i?
There's I think 2 or 3 games that were 1080i, and 2 of them were from Polyphony Digital.
Yeah.
It was a Tourist Trophy and some other random ass game.
I see.
And
Yeah, I remember Tourist Trophy.
just to have a 1080i game on PS2 is pretty good.
All right.
What have you been playing?
I've basically just been playing Disgaea D2. I played like another few hours or whatever. I have 7 hours in total built up. So far, some of the things that they changed between the stuff, like I mentioned last week, the inventory system is more streamlined, I suppose. There's no more guesswork when you're going into the stores, and there's no more you have to take 50 items with you into a dungeon or whatever. It's just basically all your items are on you, which is good, because it was always a friggin' pain in the ass before when you had to deal with your damn fucking inventory.
What have been your experiences with each iteration of the Miss America games? Like, has it been improving? Has it become like an Assassin's Creed for you?
No, it's pretty much just been the status quo, man. Seriously, every single time. There's little things here and there that get changed or added, but it doesn't actually impact that much. Like, I like this one probably better than all the other ones, other than the first one. The first one is still a classic. This one brings back a lot of the stuff. See, the problem with the other Disgaea ones is that they kept adding stupid shit that was fucking annoying as fuck. Okay? Like, in the third and fourth one, they added different geo panels that were these cubes that I didn't know how they worked. Like, I understood how the cubes, the
Panels.
prism works.
Okay.
No, because there's the geoprisms or whatever.
Okay.
Those, like, it took me a long time in the first one to understand how they actually worked properly. To actually how the system worked, to remove them and stuff like that. Then they add these cubes or whatever that I had no interest in learning because I already spent so much time learning the other one. So that was always a pain in the ass. They removed all those. They basically brought it back to a sequel of the first one, but they changed things in certain ways that are better. I find, like usual, the actual story missions are very annoying.
Okay. So the story missions themselves are not good?
They're annoying.
In what sense?
So yeah, the story missions are just somewhat annoying with the way that there's designs because they always use geo panels to their advantage, and it's just, it's not that they're bad or whatever, it's just annoying. I find I'd rather if it was just a streamlined level where you just beat the shit out of things. One of the cool things they added was like support attacks. Before, what you could do,
So you can heal? Is that the support attack?
No
No.
more masks.
No.
support attacks is, so they always had the combo attacks, like if you line people up next to each other, like adjacent squares of your attacker, then they have a chance of comboing percentages, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyways, now there's another thing. If they're in range to attack an enemy while you attack it, you have a chance of them also attacking it afterwards. So you can potentially just combo everyone attacking this one guy.
But
and
you
you never
throw as
even
well?
attacked. Yeah, you can still throw,
Excellent.
but they fixed it. Because
You can't make
in
a tower?
every single... No, you can make as big a tower as you want.
Excellent.
But instead of only being able to throw in two directions, left or right, you can throw anywhere.
On the map?
Well, no, there's a range to it,
Yeah,
but it's like casting a spell.
Yeah.
You're not limited to just throwing in a line.
But that's how you level things up. Just stack everybody on one person and then you just throw them all on one.
Yeah,
Bad guy.
one bad
And you
guy.
kill them.
Anyways,
Because you
so
always
that's
have
cool.
your strongest on the bottom. He throws everybody.
Yeah.
And it does a ridiculous amount of damage for throwing people.
Yeah. I haven't really got into the item world that much. I did one thing basically because it forces you at one point. It's like,
Bastards.
yeah, they always do that. It's like, oh, The gate system is closed. You can't do normal levels. Go to the item world. Okay. It seemed easier, but like at the same time, those are also annoying. Mainly because of the geo panels. There's always these stupid. Every levels always has some dumb OP geo panel.
That's how it is?
Yeah, like clone. Clone is the worst. Never step on a clone because then your guy gets cloned, and if he's the strongest thing in the level, good luck fucking fighting him.
So what is good about this game? And it sounds like you're just complaining about
It sounds like Metro 2033. That's what it sounds like.
No, because I enjoy playing it. I like making my shit super strong.
Oh, I did enjoy playing Metro 2033.
Yeah, just a pain in the ass. No, I don't find this as a pain in the ass. I find this one a lot better than some of the older ones, and I will continue to enjoy it. I still haven't I'd rather give a proper impression in about another 13 hours, I'd say.
But you're never going to play that, right? You're just going to be playing the PS4.
Well, tomorrow
Well,
I
Killzone.
finish work fairly early, so I should be able to play most of the day. And I don't work tomorrow. And if we only go into the afternoon
do
to pick
work
up, because I don't want
Wait, it's coming out tomorrow?
to. Sorry,
Friday.
Friday. I mean,
You gotta get
You
down.
fucked
on
it up.
Friday. You gotta play the Rebecca Black song on Friday.
Definitely. No, he's not allowed. He has to buy it.
if we only go to the store on Friday in like early afternoon or whatever to avoid the lines, then I might be able to play in the morning also. So
Go.
I should be able to get a decent 5-6 hours in at least. So I'll be at 12, 13. I might play another hour before I go to sleep tonight. So yeah, we'll see. All right. So question of the week.
Okay, I had a stupid question.
Excellent. Those are the
And I
best
have
kind.
a semi-decent question. Okay, so the first stupid question is, when are you buying the next gen console or whichever, and why?
That's easy enough.
Yeah.
I'm obviously getting it on Friday
Why is that obvious?
Well, I'm going to get the 360 soon. That's a pretty next gen con.
for yourself. Yeah.
Considering I only have an Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Why is it obvious that you're getting the PlayStation 4 on Friday?
Hey, why don't
Well,
you buy
because
an
we
Xbox
were
One?
talking about it before.
No, but what is it about?
That's what I
getting-
meant by obviously, because I was just talking about
That's not what I meant. I meant
Yeah.
what is so obvious about you needing to get the PlayStation 4?
it. To be honest, I haven't really played that much console games in the last couple of years, and it's been a very long cycle. It's been 7 years.
It's
So I'm
because of
just
League of
looking for
Legends.
something new.
It's because of League of Legends.
What are
It
you
took over
talking
my...
about?
What?
You're just talking about this guy.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, and other than I played
And like
Bioshock
Infinite.
Infinite.
Have you
I
played
played
Catherine?
a little bit of The Last of Us, GTA 5, and Disgaea 4. That is all I've played this year.
Did you
Really?
play Catherine?
Yeah, and
That's
the
came
years
out,
before.
4 years
Ni no
ago.
Kuni.
I didn't play Ni no Kuni. I have it, but I haven't spent a single second.
This is telling you
you
to not
flipped it?
buy your PS4 and play Ni no Kuni.
Yeah, fuck
And
that.
then you would be like, I don't need a PS4.
No, it doesn't
That's
matter.
true. Ni no Kuni was a good game.
It wasn't a good one.
It's probably game of the year.
Definitely.
Oh,
I'm
it's
with
true. That
Brandon.
came out this year.
Yeah.
Well, technically, but anyways.
Fuck,
Not
man.
even technically.
In terms of
No,
art
because it
style,
came out last year in Japan.
Fuck Japan.
Really? I don't
It came
know
out on the
anything about
DS too. It was so weird.
Yeah.
How do you play that? Well, I guess you can. It's like Pokemon.
It was half the game. It was actually just it was like an advanced.
Yeah.
Like they just redid the game.
Anyways, the reason why is just because it'll reinvigorate my enthusiasm for console gaming.
Viagra does that too.
Yeah.
Sean, when do you plan on?
Next year, probably midway through the year. I want there to be a solid game that I can't go without.
Rise, man.
That
That's
actually
not
looks decent.
Xbox One.
I actually like quick time events, so all this
Oh, yeah,
weird
Rise,
trolling
quick-
that's going towards it. I actually just really like quick time.
Quick time the game.
Yeah, but see, you like QuickTime in moderation to an extent.
I guess.
Rise is just quick time.
But I've actually seen gameplay on it. It's not that bad.
Like-
It's
And like QuickTime, like the Apple product, like the place movies.
QuickTime.
Exactly.
Matt?
I don't know. Not for the foreseeable future.
No.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna pick up your 360.
No, I'm
Is-
probably not gonna even buy the 360.
I thought you were planning on getting a 360.
it was.
I'd
a
rather
joke.
just get the PS4.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Sorry, just to.
PS4 is almost gonna be the same price as the 360.
But I think there's gonna be a price cut.
is Infamous.
February.
Oh, okay. So it isn't coming out with launch.
No.
So that's what I would
Wait for.
wait
Well, you
for.
stole
potentially.
my.
Okay.
Sorry?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
After
Brandon.
every
I
second
knew
son.
Brandon was gonna wait till springtime-ish to buy it.
Like you mentioned, Second Son's coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's coming out. but
What
I was gonna
happened to
say-
the first one?
Well,
The first son was Cole.
Cole from the first one.
Oh, was it?
But this
Joke is
one,
on you.
you've seen stuff on it. It has multiple people that
It literally
have
is the
powers.
He is the son of, I guess.
So wasn't there a vampire
Because it's gonna
involved?
be.
No, prodigal.
I don't think-
prodigal.
I don't
It
think
goes-
anyone knows what's going on.
It goes
in that.
like
All right, on to your second question.
my
Brandon.
second question was there ever a game that actually made you buy the console? Like that, like you did not own the console and then you're like,
Well,
this is the game that I want to own. and I need to get this console now because I don't own it.
Can I go first? With a caveat, I don't know if you guys qualify the portables as consoles,
Yeah.
but I bought the 3DS last year. I think I was sitting in this basement with Adam and his brother Alex. Fire Emblem had come out or was coming out. I'm like, I need to get this. It literally came over me to buy this game and the console rather, and I ended up buying the 3DS for it, and it was a brilliant game. It's actually my favorite game on the 3DS still. So that is a quick answer, but that. Like you said it, and I was immediately thinking that because I thought about it the other day that I'd never done something so impulsive to buy something like that, and that's what I did that for. So,
Matt,
Did you not notice that I bought a 3DS just like
To buy Pokemon.
2 weeks ago?
to play Pokemon, yeah.
Which he said.
Even like
Straight up.
Remember that time I was at EB Games? I saw
Yeah.
a Neo Geo. I'm like, I'll buy it. It was the worst decision of my
yeah,
life.
that was a bad decision.
I sold it to some random guy,
You broke even on that.
Yeah.
Good.
The Neo
but it was
Geo.
such a bad idea. The actual, like the portable itself was so shit of quality. Like the screen itself was shit.
Yeah.
The second thing
It's a
is
fucking Neo Geo, Brandon.
no, excluding the fact it's a Neo Geo.
Things
The
like 20 years
actual
old.
thing is an emulator
Mhm.
that plays Neo Geo games. So I'm not even getting something that's hard coded. It's nothing hardware based. It's all software based.
Mhm.
3, the software, the emulator is available for free. Like it's not. You can actually use like sideload random games.
Alright.
The only good thing was that the controller was amazing. If you hook it up to your TV.
That's cool. So
Other than
basically, your answer is the 3DS, and you bought for Pokemon.
Yeah, and not the Neo Geo, which
Not
you
the
bought.
Neo Geo.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you saw this new game that's coming out. It's essentially the Japanese, of course, made it. It's a sex game for the Oculus Rift. It has an actual robotic arm
Are you serious?
that moves up and down with like one of those flashlights on it
Oh,
as,
God.
as you watch it. So it's like
That's so fucking retarded. Are you
Yes.
serious?
I will buy the Oculus Rift
Rift for the sex
to buy
game.
that game.
It's
Yeah.
good, just for that
Fuck.
experience
it's very
of a
good for
lifetime.
those sexually frustrated people.
Exactly. It
Frustrated.
feels like you're actually having sex.
Frustrated.
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 I don't think I've ever bought a console to play a specific game, mainly because I usually get them fairly early.
That's an interesting point.
That, or when I was a younger kid, we just were like, oh, we want, play some video games. It wasn't necessarily to play any specific video game when we were younger. It just kind of happened. While you get older, like,
It was our modern day heroine.
I'm too much of an early adopter to ever actually buy a game when it's like, oh, it's finally time. There's a game I actually want to really play on this. Which is funny enough because yesterday on Facebook, Farina was like, is anyone selling a 3DS? Or anyone know of someone selling a 3DS? I'm like, any store? And then he's like, fuck you, Rotundo. And I'm like, well, what do you expect? Zelda and Pokemon just came out. Who's going to want to sell it now when there's something to actually play on
Just
it?
buy a 2DS for like $100-something.
What did he want to get the 3DS for?
Zelda and Pokemon. The reason why no one is going to be selling it at this point in time.
So let's change the question for Adam. And I mean, Matt didn't even answer, but
I don't have an
let's
answer. That's the same answer as him. I don't buy consoles to play specific games. I just play all the games.
interesting.
That's what Steam Box is for.
Ugh, don't even mention that.
The Steam machine.
So so let's use the PlayStation 3 as an example.
Mhm.
What game were you genuinely excited to play and you were glad you had the PlayStation 3?
Halo.
to
No,
play?
that's true. That's a better question.
No, it's not a better question. You and I are different.
No,
We
because you
did
guys,
buy
yeah,
that.
you
We
actually had an
experience
answer.
Candy Crush.
I didn't have a cell phone until is
Angry
Candy
Birds.
Crush even on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Android.
Okay. So yeah, that.
I don't know, I was pretty excited about the Uncharted series.
There you go.
Especially when the first one came out.
Yo,
It
that
was
first one,
literally
that was a
like
fucking good
the
game,
epitome
man.
of like, oh my god, this game looks fucking sick.
Yeah.
That's the first game when I bought a PS3. The first game I ever actually played on it was Uncharted.
I played Uncharted 3, I think, 4 times before they had trophies.
You played the first
Uncharted
one.
1,
You said,
yeah.
What did I say?
Uncharted 3.
I think I played Uncharted 1 like 4 times before they had trophies.
That must suck.
Yeah. And then Sean got pissed off when I got a platinum. He's
Yeah.
like, fuck you, Adam, that
I
platinum doesn't
deserved that
count.
platinum. I deserved that platinum.
Well, they kind of broke it because some of the trophies you have to get are online, but there's nobody on.
Metal Gear Solid 4 has trophy support now.
Yeah, and some of them are like impossible.
Yeah.
It's like so difficult to get them.
I just wish Metal Gear Online was actually something because that was so fun
We played a lot of
Yeah.
that.
before it was anything because it
That
was
like
just
an
the
open
beta.
that
It
we
was the
played.
open beta, yeah.
So good.
And then, but like the problem with that was the open beta came and went, and then by the time the system came around, I didn't really care about it anymore. and there was no reason to actually play it. But while the open beta was there, oh man, that was some fucking fun shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
That
you
was
sad though when you think about these online communities because you know they don't exist forever, and so you play them. It's very locked into a particular time frame. Like
Star Wars.
You basically have to buy the game like day
yeah,
one.
exactly.
Like if you don't, then you're really missing out.
Yeah.
Not to mention that you have a serious disadvantage if you get like a little while late.
That's what happened to
Not-
Star Wars.
Well, like maybe not GTA or
What's Star
Call of
Wars?
Duty. Like Call of Duty and GTA seem to be the only ones that have that community.
Yeah.
That will stay for a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, every other game, like Uncharted included.
Yeah,
Their
it
community is
lasts for a little
diminishing.
while. Same thing probably with The Last of Us after a while. I haven't played that online in like
Since
2 months.
since
Uncharted?
we've played it.
No,
The
The Last of Us.
No,
since
it's still-
we've played.
I know, but it's been like a couple of months.
Yeah.
Who
But it
knows
won't
what's
die.
going
It's
on.
just shrunk
It's not.
until the next Naughty Dog game is because there's actually Naughty Dog people.
Well, even
for it.
Uncharted 3, like I said, there was actually people who went for that, but the second one there was many.
Okay.
Even
Because
Halo
they're-
1, there's no.
They're verbatim the same game, like Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3. It's just sad. I mean, I bought with Adam. I paid $10 for Ghost Recon Future Soldier or whatever it's called. The online in that looked like it's supposed to be a lot like SOCOM, and that there's a lot of like there's a system where if you start shooting at someone, their screen starts to haze because they're actually under fire, which is amazing. I don't know any other game that's done that. It just seemed very tactical, but from what I understand, there's no community online for it anymore.
The thing is, like, these games have always been single player first and then
Yeah.
multiplayer
Ghost Recon,
second.
yeah.
That's true.
So, like, with Call of Duty as being multiplayer first, it kind of logically makes sense as
It's
to
like the stigma.
community being, you know, just going towards a multiplayer only source.
Exactly. You think Call of Duty is like synonymous with multiplayer? pretty
No,
much.
but actually the new Call of Duty, the story is supposed to be really good.
With all this
Modern Warfare?
matchmaking, like you know, actually joining a lobby and all, I always found that Call of Duty had the best lobby system.
They
Yeah,
did.
pretty
Because
strong.
it was just you're in a few seconds,
And then you're just
and then like every
killing
other
shit.
game is like you're in a minute.
Yeah, there's waiting
It's
times.
every
there's this,
second,
there's that.
like,
There's
it just
confirmations
annoyed
of this.
Battlefield 3, I would be I played with another friend of ours, Henry, and he had DLC, other people had DLC. I was in a group, and then I would be booted out because they were going into a DLC map. What is that bullshit?
yeah, that's dumb.
That is horrible. It's just like that in my mind is disgusting. The developers don't think that it's enough that I actually paid for their game. They want to actually rub it in my face that I'm not part of.
Well, it's like the Call of Duty. They have expansion maps.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but
I
you
don't
won't-
know.
But yeah, they
It
won't
does.
be on the listing. They won't be in the map
Yeah.
listing for you.
That's what I'm saying. Treyarch and iDubbbz got like lobby system.
Well, it's like Counter-Strike's lobby system. That's what it was
It is,
similar
yeah.
to.
Hmm.
Unless you have to download the map because it's a new map for you, which you don't have to pay for because Counter-Strike is free.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just jump right into the games as it comes.
Hmm.
They won't show you anything that's not part of your system.
Well, on that note, that's it for us. So like, comment, subscribe. Check us out
Facebook,
on
MySpace.
Facebook. Check us out on Twitch. I'll be
Twitter,
streaming
Pinterest,
PS4 games very soon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
The random jargon at the end of these.
Instagram,
It's
What
the
else?
basement jargon.
the basement jargon,
See you guys.
the BJ.
The BJ.